turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Second and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. The Lions at 3-7 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go with it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. In motion goes the tight end. Now a handoff up the middle. Croner. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw is Williams. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Throwing is Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To throw, Williams. Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3rd down and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
The give right side for Gibbs.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8.
Back to throw, Goff.
That one taken in by Burton. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta,
41 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the catch, it's Crowder. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Williams.
And that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Moore, the man in motion. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Up the middle they go. Crowder. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw, it's Williams.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Williams to the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. That's complete to the fullback for Curry. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They'll run on 1st down.
Crowder down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Williams.
He'll get this off to Swift.
Down the sideline he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, 39 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Williams. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break here. Goff. That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Play action. Now Williams.
He's going to look deep for more. And it will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Three straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. In motion left goes a tight end. Goff now looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Crowder, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
To the air, Williams.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Williams.
Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Looking to throw is Williams. He gets this to Jones over the middle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Swift.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Goff going to shift him around. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Croder to the 27-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
I do have to admit I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's a game of 10. 1st down, Chicago.
To throw, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
This 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side, Swift.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
from 8 yards out.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. Now they can't bring him down. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 73 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Back to throw, Goff.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Allen. 35 yards that time on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Williams. Able to find Kmet.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Williams. Open man down the field. That's a Dunze.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
This is 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Here comes 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved into the left hash so they can line things up for them to kick the field goal.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
Listen.